Welcome back, everyone. Back in the kitchen with Susanna Austin. She is the American Honey Queen, so it's her job. Do you go around the country to educate people about honey? And
yeah, I've been to 19 different states so far this year, done all kinds of different presentations, schools, talking with adults, been to some colleges, farming conferences, kind of anywhere and everywhere talking about honey and bees.
It's so cool because I think people think bees are so pesky when they're around. Well, if we didn't have bees, it wouldn't be a good thing.
Absolutely, because they pollinate so many of our foods, they're actually directly responsible for creating every third bite of food we eat.
Really?
Whether or not it has any honey in it.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's a huge, huge number of things that we'd be missing out on. You know, the almonds, the cranberries here in Wisconsin, apples, pears, peaches, oranges, and all those foods we wouldn't have without bees. But it also decreased, you know, all of Wisconsin's dairy production if we didn't have the alfalfa to feed to the cattle.
Interesting. Wow, you don't really think about it that way. So we're doing some cooking with honey today. We did this wonderful, I'm real excited about this Sloppy Joe recipe that had honey in it and balsamic vinegar and some chili powder and cinnamon. Just a new Sloppy Joe recipe that, ooh, looks delicious. And to go with it, why not do some sweet potato fries? Sweet potatoes really on trend right now for all those people that are gluten-free and want to get some, you know, some sort of a chip, or these are a little healthier too.
Absolutely, and they have a really nice different flavor too. So, you know, coming into fall, it's kind of a warm, cozy one. You know, you eat it in your sweet potato casserole, but this is a little bit of a healthier alternative that you can whip up really quickly and serve, you know, just with lunch or something like that. And it's not too sweet. So we've just got a couple ingredients which makes it really nice. We've got the sweet potatoes, we've got a little bit of butter, some cinnamon to add a little bit more of that, you know, the very fragrant, lovely taste to it. And then also we've got some honey that we're going to use here in Wisconsin. It's a nice clover basswood mix. It's a very light honey, so it won't overpower the other flavors.
Yummy. So we're going to start with a sweet potato that we peeled, and then you just kind of really get it nice and sliced, and you're using the mandolin to get a real thin slice.
Oh yeah, it makes it easier. If you're really good, you know, you can do it at home just with a knife, but it's really important that the slices be consistent because we're going to cook them at a very high temperature, and we want to make sure they're all cooked together and we don't have any to burn. So we have some butter here that's already melted. We're just going to go ahead and mix that together with our cinnamon, and then we're going to also add our 2 tablespoons of honey. So when we're cooking with honey, we can just use a little bit of the cooking spray, make sure it won't stick. And you know, the nice thing about that too is you're not wasting any honey. And that might not seem, you know, like that big of a deal, but each worker honeybee in its entire life is only going to make 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. So just using up 2 tablespoons of honey, that's a lot of work that's been put into it, and so we want to make sure that we're not wasting any if we can help it.
So honey, butter, and a little bit of cinnamon.
And then we just mix that up, and that's going to go ahead and make the base for the sauce here, and we're just going to very quickly mix this together, and then we're going to put it over the sweet potatoes. Now you can drizzle it over the potatoes once they're on the tray, but it tends to go a little unevenly, so I prefer to do it in the bowl.
I agree, so that way they're going to get really nicely coated.
Yeah, we really want to make sure that the coating is even so that they all cook together. So we've got that, and then we can just kind of mix it up with our sweet potatoes that are all very evenly sliced because we use that mandolin.
Now, oven temperature for this, because we're running out of time, we want to make sure you bake these at a really high heat. We want them to get nice and crisp. So sometimes you even broil them?
Yeah, you can definitely broil them. Do it about, you know, 4 minutes on the first side. You flip them over about 2 minutes on the other side. So very quick prep time. And that makes it real easy. And then you just take them out and serve them right away.
And I also want to make sure, I think it's real important, you spread them out on the cookie sheet, right?
Absolutely. You want to make sure that it's an even, just one single layer so they cook nicely.
Let me show you how these turn out because I'm really excited about these. Something different, nice and crispy. And they are golden and beautiful. You can smell the honey and the cinnamon too. Susanna, thanks so much. Come back anytime. We'd love to have more of your recipes.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy your time in Wisconsin. We'll be back. Stay with us.